We are discussing the outcome of the game between South Sudan and Mali, with South Sudan winning 85-60. Coach Al-Haji Diko is here with Hossein Drame to help us understand exactly what just happened. Coach, the floor is yours. You just mentioned yesterday you'd rather speak in French, but you can make your comments in French if that's okay. Please, Coach.
Merci. D'abord, je suis désolé de constater qu'on nous impose une langue qui n'est pas la nôtre, l'anglais, alors que nous sommes un pays francophone. Alors, s'il y avait des choses par rapport au match de basketball, nous venons d'être battus encore une fois par le Soudan du Sud. Mais comparé au match d'hier, je pense que mon équipe a montré un nouveau visage. L'équipe a si réagi. Et comme je l'ai dit, hein, c'est une compétition à deux phases. Nous avons un objectif final, c'est d'être qualifiés. Je pense que rien n'est perdu, on peut encore se qualifier. Nous avons entamé le match aujourd'hui contre le Soudan du Sud avec vraiment une envie. Nous nous sommes battus et voilà, au dernier moment, je pense que le Soudan du Sud a fait sortir un gros jeu que nos joueurs n'ont pas pu maîtriser malheureusement et nous sortons encore avec une défaite. Je ne suis pas certes content de mes joueurs pour avoir encaissé une deuxième défaite. Et je ne suis pas aussi autant déçu vu le comportement qu'ils ont montré par rapport au match d'hier. Et j'ai dit c'est un tournoi, on va se battre encore. Voilà, on va se battre et mettre ce qu'il faut pour gagner. Aujourd'hui encore, nous avons eu une équipe du Soudan qui nous a, en tout cas dominé au niveau des rebonds, tout confondu, 32 contre 35 pour le Soudan. Dans la peinture, le Soudan marque 6 points, 30 points contre 6 pour nous. En seconde chance, ils ont 8 contre 5 pour nous. Perdre des ballons, nous perdons 17 alors qu'ils perdent 13. Vous voyez que c'est des facteurs techniques ajoutés les uns sur les autres qui donnent forcément ces résultats. Mais encore une fois, nous avons les ressources pour nous remobiliser et se qualifier à la phase finale de ce championnat. Merci.
Hossein, same question. Can you just shed light on what just happened? What were the challenges that you, as a team, faced against South Sudan?
I mean, the coach already highlighted everything. If you have 17 turnover and the other team have 13 turnover, that's everything. Like he said, I'm agree with him. Yes, we took the loss, but it's not as bad as we think it is. At the end of the day, we still have one more game, and then our goal is to qualify for the next phase. And stuff happens in basketball.
Okay. I mean, looking at what just happened, Hossein, you guys had a decent start of the game with a 13-0 in the first quarter, but all of a sudden South Sudan came back and then changed the course of the game. What exactly happened on that second quarter of the game that completely changed the nature of the game?
I mean, as a team, we just have to learn how to listen to our coaches, and that's lack of, like, we younger, and then, like the coach said, they just capitalize what they have, and we just needed to stay, like, for our scouting, what the coach have taught us, stay disciplined all the way through, no matter what happened.
Okay, thank you. I'll open the floor for our French-speaking colleagues, please. Over there.
Bonjour coach, bonjour chers joueurs, tous mes encouragements. Alors coach, vous l'avez dit, 2 défaites de suite. Selon vous, comment est-ce que vous expliquez ces deux revers? Est-ce un problème de manque de temps pour la préparation ou bien ce sont les adversaires qui sont trop forts pour le Mali? Et deuxième question, si vous me le permettez, comment est-ce que vous comptez faire contre le Maroc pour sauver donc l'honneur pour cette fenêtre de Dakar? Merci. Même question aussi pour le joueur, s'il vous plaît.
D'accord. D'abord, je voudrais répondre par la deuxième question. Je le permets, madame, je le permets bien. Tant que vous parlez dans ce que je suis, j'admets toutes les questions. Alors, 2 défaites de suite, vous posez la question de savoir est-ce que ce sont les adversaires qui sont vraiment des gros adversaires par rapport au Mali ou c'est un manque de préparation? Bon, je vous avoue que les 2 adversaires ne sont pas de gros calibre par rapport au Mali. Vous l'avez si remarqué aujourd'hui, on a fait un jeu égal contre le Soudan du Sud jusqu'à un certain moment. Vous savez, le Mali, il est champion d'Afrique des petites catégories depuis un certain temps. Cependant, au niveau des seniors, on tarde à prouver cette suprématie au niveau des seniors. Cela s'explique par un certain nombre de facteurs. Le premier facteur est dû au fait que la plupart de nos juniors cadets qui prennent les coupes, ils sont directement orientés vers les États-Unis et ils rentrent dans ce qu'on appelle le système universitaire. Et le système universitaire n'accepte pas le calendrier FIBA. Là, c'est les études qui sont priorisées. Donc, c'est ce qui fait que, alors, ce n'est pas tout le monde qui va à l'université qui devient forcément un grand joueur. Il y a d'autres qui vivent complètement pour d'autres choses. Un ou 2 qui parviennent à réussir. Nous avons un problème pendant tous les crises scolaires à avoir ce joueur pour qu'ils viennent au Mali. Donc, nous sommes obligés de nous battre avec les moyens de bord. Qu'est-ce que j'appelle les moyens de bord? Les quelques locaux qui sont au pays, les quelques 1 ou 2 joueurs qui jouent par-ci, par-là, les universitaires qui sont en fin de cycle, qui préparent des mémoires. Voilà comment on est en train de faire. Donc, depuis une année, nous avons diagnostiqué ces problèmes et je pense que nous sommes en train de mettre des stratégies en place, en tout cas pour avoir le maximum de joueurs. À cela, il faut ajouter également la préparation. Nous n'avons pas vraiment eu assez de temps. Connaissant le calendrier FIBA, les derniers matchs en Europe ont eu lieu le 15. Et les joueurs sont arrivés, certains sont arrivés à Bamako le 16. Nous, on a voyagé le 18. Vous voyez que ce n'était pas assez, en tout cas, pour que la meneuse prenne. L'équipe du Soudan du Sud, c'est une équipe qui équivaut à celle du Mali. Mais avec tout le respect que j'ai pour le Congo, c'est une équipe qui ne doit aucunement nous battre. Mais c'est le sport, il faut l'accepter. Et comme je l'ai dit, il faut savoir se relever. Et je pense que nous avons les moyens de le faire. Il faut se qualifier à la phase finale. Voilà. Je ne sais pas si j'ai répondu à vos questions, madame. Oui, contre les Maroc, c'est une bonne question, mais je ne voudrais pas dévoiler ma stratégie de demain. Mais j'ai espoir. Je suis un coach qui est habitué à ce genre de scénario. J'ai beaucoup de fois été battu dans les préliminaires de différentes compétitions. Mais pour moi, ce qui compte, ce n'est pas de partir vite, mais c'est de partir sûrement. Nous avons trébuché. Vous avez vu qu'il y a eu un léger mieux par rapport au match d'hier, en ce qui concerne le comportement, en ce qui concerne la réussite, en ce qui concerne l'engagement, en ce qui concerne l'entraide. Il y a eu beaucoup d'améliorations, vous le confirmez avec moi. Je pense que, sans minimiser l'équipe du Maroc, on va, comme vous l'avez si bien dit, mettre des stratégies, Inch'Allah, en place pour au moins se sauver l'honneur. Parce que ce serait vraiment insolent de venir et de partir sans une victoire. Ça peut se passer, mais ce n'est pas mon souhait. Je pense qu'on va se battre pour ne pas arriver là. Même question pour toi.
Okay. Like people say, if you lose, you didn't really lose. You just gotta go and you learn. And for tomorrow game, we just have to go back to the lab and learn what we did wrong and what we did right, and then learn from it. And they are as good as us, and they're good as South Sudan or Congo. We just have to go, and then at the end of the day, is who won it will win.
Okay, with that remark, we conclude this press conference. Thanks very much, gentlemen. Thank you. Is anyone asking questions in French or English? No? French, okay. Well, we don't have a French speaker here to translate for Luol and for Kwani. Okay, second part of the first game of the day here in Dakar of Mali versus South Sudan, with South Sudan winning their second game here in Dakar, 85-60. Coach Luol Deng, along with Hatem Kwani, are here to help us figure out exactly what we've just witnessed here. Coach, the floor is yours. Can you just reflect and tell us exactly, what we just witnessed here?
Yeah, I thought overall we played a good game. We started off a bit slow, and I thought Mali did a good job of taking what we were giving them. We wanted to encourage them to, shoot threes and keep them out of the paint. They're very athletic, very strong team. Who likes to get inside the ball. So our game plan was to, stop that. And they came out, responded, and, we stayed the course. We stayed with the game plan. We made a few adjustments. And I thought in the second half, our guys started to feel the game and realize what they're doing and what to stay away from. And we started making quick decisions. I thought defensively we were good the whole game. There's some good players that Mali have that made some incredible shots, but defensively, I thought guys were locked in the whole game, and that's what we ask from our players, just to approach the game plan. We know what they can do and how they can play. The most important thing is as a unit how we play together. So I'm happy with it.
Thank you, Coach. Aten Kwani, your assessment, what have you learned from this second victory of South Sudan in these qualifiers here in Dakar?
I learned a lot in just 2 games, like just to bring energy and effort every single day. I realized we're playing for something that's bigger than ourselves, and just to see how the teammates carry themselves, because we're all professionals, seeing how our teammates and our coaches carry themselves, it makes you bring your A game every single time, because it's an honor to be here, and we're all here for a reason. Coach Lual, they selected us because they believe that we can come and represent South Sudan the right way. They trust our character, and I feel like when we play all 40 minutes, I feel like we display that, except for the beginning of the first half on both games, but we display that.
Coach Lual, just before I pass the floor to our French-speaking colleague, one quick question. Think about the game yesterday against Morocco. You guys had a similar slow start to the game. What exactly is going on through your players' minds that is allowing teams to go on runs, scoring runs early in the game?
Yeah, you never want to start slow. But with the way these windows are, we have a team, 12 guys or 5 guys that are starting who never played together. And we're asking a lot from them where in order to, build this federation and this national team, we're changing guys and we're asking for different guys. We're not coming with the same unit every time. We're given, we have a scouting group that scouts, and we try to see what group we want to see and implement for them to get the experience, not only for South Sudan to win games, but also for them. For me, I've learned a lot throughout the game, and it's always an opportunity for me to share it with them. And sometimes it's not even basketball stuff, it's just mentality and how to get ready. So those slow starts I'm okay with. I don't want them to happen, but it's the response that really matters. And I'd rather start slow than have a 4th or 3rd quarter. That's harder to recover from. But we see what's going on and we make the adjustment.
Coach, Nuno Omoti was ejected from the game. What exactly happened? What he said to you?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to speak about this the right way. For me, given everything for the game of basketball in the continent, it means a lot to me. The game got to get better because we do have the talent. Our players are a lot better. There's players that this continent needs, and they need to keep playing. I'm not saying for any of our players to be disrespectful. Nooni is one of the best players in Africa. And he's committed to come back every time and play for the continent. You cannot throw a player like that out for saying woo-woo in a game. He challenged the shot, he said woo-woo. And I don't want to sound like I'm complaining or anything, but this game is getting better, and we need to put out a product that everybody's proud of. So things like that, it's not even the referee's fault, it's the rule book. But how many tribes and how many languages and dialogues do we speak in the continent? That can mean anything. A player cannot be out of the game because he said woo-woo. So I'm sorry about that, but I have to protect my player. He didn't, he's competing. The game is so physical. Guys are getting fouled. You can't expect a guy not to react at times, but you cannot throw a guy out for that when some guys are getting fouled and almost getting injured. We almost lost another player today. We lost one the first game. So those kind of things needs to be looked at and ref the game better so these guys can adjust to the game. It cannot be some are called and some are not called. We need a good product of the game.
Thank you. A colleague wants to ask you a question in French.
Bonjour coach et félicitations pour cette deuxième victoire. Alors vous êtes dans la même situation que toutes les équipes qui sont présentement là parce que vous n'avez pas vos cadres donc de l'équipe nationale. Certains même disent que le Soudan du Sud est venu avec l'équipe B, entre guillemets, mais ça ne se ressent pas dans le jeu du Sud-Soudanais. Alors, c'est quoi le secret du Soudan du Sud, vu les statistiques? On ne ressent pas que vos cadres ne sont pas à Dakar. C'est quoi le secret exactement?
Okay. She said congratulations first, and you are in the same situation like other country. You came with the second team, if I can say. A lot of your players, 2 or 3, the big players are not here. And what is your secret for got this mentality and to play like this?
No, thank you. You know, we have a lot of players that are very talented. And, you know, throughout the years, even when I was playing, we have a culture that keeps up with everything that we do. So we're proud of each other, just like even all the African players, I follow them. And for me, I wanted to create something where they're excited to play. But what it's doing now, it's not only for South Sudan, even the players are getting better because they want to make the national team. And for us, we have to give that opportunity to players that want to play, but also, like I said earlier, the experience. You know, you got guys like Kwani, it's his second game, and he has so much talent, and now, you know, it gives him even more confidence to build what he's doing, and that's what we want for the players that join us, the young players. I'm sorry, I forgot the translation. I went too far, so sorry, go ahead.
En gros, il a dit que par rapport à l'équipe, toutes les jeunes du Soudan veulent intégrer l'équipe nationale. Donc même si les autres membres ils ont du talent, il fait en sorte de donner à tout le monde sa chance. Comme ce jeune, c'est son deuxième match et il est plein de talent. Donc à chaque fois, ce sera comme ça s'il y a des manquants, histoire d'amener le nouveau et de les exposer à la scène internationale.
Okay, with that said, Coach Kwani, thanks very much. All the best for the rest.
Just one question for me, please.
Oh, you have a question?
Ouais, I have a
Go ahead.
Okay, coach, me, I see when the game left 2 minutes, your player number 6 missed an assist for an alley. But you give him advice with smile. And me, I'm really impressed with the mindset of this team. And yeah, how can you say about it, please?
Yeah, we wanted, we draw up plays, and we want to play the right way. And I thought they executed the whole set. You know, the guy got open, we passed the ball, everyone did the right thing. I just told my player that the pass needed to be better. So, you know, a lot of times, you know, you want to be great, and those little things sometimes you understand, especially when the game is already kind of secured. You realize that there was a lot of good in a product that didn't produce at the end. But I thought the guys executed well. They were in the right place. The big man was open. It's just the pass wasn't, you know, correct. And those are the small margins that we want to work on. So, you know, we were all happy with the execution. We just didn't finish it.
Okay, thank you, Coach. Thank you, Kwani.
Thank you.
Thank you.